Good morning. Don't I sound pretty again today? Welcome to this service of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Amherst. I'm Reverend Michelle Buhite, the minister of this congregation. My pronouns, which I offer to create a truly inclusive and brave space for all to live into the fullness of our identities, are she and her. We know you have many opportunities, obligations, so many things that could keep you away on a Sunday morning. So whether you are joining here in the chapel or on the live stream or later on YouTube, thank you. Thank you for carving out time in your day, in your week, in your life to be part of this community. So you may wonder, why does Reverend Michelle keep offering pronouns? We heard it the first time. I offer pronouns to create a space where we can ask questions. If someone's pronouns are new to you, first of all, you're allowed to say what your pronouns are, so that when people refer to you, that it does not feel like a little chip on your soul, that they don't really see you. So pronouns are important. So if someone offers you their pronouns and it's something you didn't expect, rather than going to your car and driving away going, oh, I really messed that up, just ask a question. We are creating beloved community here, which means we can sometimes do hard things because it's safe to maybe even fail. I think you're going to do great. For those of us gathered in the chapel, I invite you to maybe even turn off your phone, but at least put it on airplane mode. As you know, our Wi-Fi is a little wobbly here, and we want our online community to have as full an experience as we have right here in this space. We have hearing devices in the back if you need a little hearing support, and we have little blankets in the back in a big old basket. So if you're feeling chilly, we set the room at 70, but unless your home has 30-foot ceilings, it's not going to feel like 70 to you here the way it might in your house. So we have blankets, understanding that you might feel chilly. Meanwhile, I'm up here melting, but that's okay. That's part of the job, right? So today we are opening the Cosmic Complaint Box to air our grievances to and maybe even about the cosmos. So if you did not get an order of service, I invite you to, early on in the service, go fetch one, because it has a tear-off where you'll be writing your grievances. And, you know, we may just learn something about ourselves, about relationships. Who knows? I've never done this before. So, yeah, Gabe has got orders of service. In fact, Gabe, why don't you take a little cruise around and just see if anybody needs one? So these tear-off sheets are an opportunity for you to print legibly your complaints to the cosmos. Later in the service, we'll collect those complaints and questions, and I will bravely bring these to your attention. I do not claim that I will have the answers, but sometimes it's just good to share the questions. So I will remind you, this is not a time to air any complaints you have about this congregation. That can be done in a less public way. And we'll try to keep our whining about winter to a minimum. I know it's still going to be there. Yeah. Folks in the live stream, you can add yours to the chat when we get to that point. So it's okay for you to be writing during parts of the service, but it won't be okay for you to tear it off unless you're doing it now, in which case it's fine, not looking over there. But to do that a little bit later when I give you the signal, because this room has very lively acoustics, which means in addition to me being able to hear every word you say to people during the service as you speak sotto voce back there, it's lively enough, it comes to me loud and clear. Your secrets are safe with me, it's okay. But also, we will be able to hear every centimeter of you trying to casually and carefully rip before the appointed time. Okay, no tattling. So those are the rules of engagement. Hopefully you'll be able to find some sort of writing device near you. So we're going to shift our attention and our energy to creating the space that affirms that indeed something could happen here. One moment. I'm feeling a little wobbly today, so I'm just going to sit. Holy is this place, by Reverend Maureen Killoran. Blessed is this ground on which we stand. Holy is this place. Holy are the places of memory, the places which have formed us, where we store the icons of success and shattered dreams, and gather threads and pieces of what we would become. Holy are the places of memory. Holy are the places of the dream, the places over the rainbow, where all children are wanted and all people are fed, where colors are the source of celebration and youth and age come to the table as one. Holy are the places of the dream. Holy are the places of change and pain, the places of our struggle, where the rivers of our lives run white and fast, and we hold on, and grow. Holy are the places of change and pain. Holy are the places of connection, the places where we risk ourselves, where hands, touch souls, touch minds, and in awareness still, we change our lives. Holy are the places of connection. Holy are the places of becoming, the places of clear vision, where life and world are intertwined, and we can see forever in this moment and give thanks. Holy are the places of becoming. Blessed is the ground on which we stand. Holy and whole-making is this place. Each week we pour a libation and honor the indigenous people who once occupied this land where our church stands. And we covenant to strive to establish healing relationships with their descendants. Blessed is the ground on which we stand. Holy and whole-making is this place. It is also our custom when we gather to light a chalice, a cup or a vessel that symbolizes Unitarian Universalism and the gathered community. I invite you to join your voices with mine. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning in celebration of the life that we share together. Thank you. Our gathering music this morning can be found in the Teal Hymnal, 1056. There are very few words. They're in Zulu, so we're going to make sure that we are all pronouncing them at least in a similar way, even if it's not necessarily the right way. We like to leave lots of room for that. So the words are Tula Clesio, you say it. Tula Klazio. Nala Pasekaya. You now know half of the song. The other half of the song is, Hey Kaya. Nala Pasekaya. And the translation, which is in your order of service, is something, even here my heart is at home. I should have rememorized it. Doesn't matter, because we're going to sing it. So we're going to sing just a phrase at a time. So Gregory, if you'll play just the first phrase. All right, try it with me. All right, so this is as much voice as I have. So I can't lead the charge, right? Be brave. You got this. But just the first phrase again. Again. Very nice. Now listen to how the second part goes. Okay, so that top note is the hey, and then the rest sort of tumbles down. What's the note on hey? Okay, I can do this. Hey, again. Hey, you know it. You're perfect at this. So let's rise and bow to your spirit. Ron Canazzi is going to join in the fun, lead us in Gregory, and we're going to sing it, until we stop singing it. Move your bodies to la cuisine, la pasecaya. Hey, God, la pasecaya. Hey, God, 3 more times. To la cuisine. Sing it like you know it. To la cuisine. Times to la cuisine, la pasecaya. To la cuisine, la pasecaya. Hey, Kaya, la pasecaya. Hey, Kaya. Last time to la cuisine, come on, to la cuisine, la pasecaya. All right, nice. Thank you. You may be seated. Wasn't that fun to kind of go past the comfort zone? Like, comfort zone is 3 repetitions. It's like, oh no, she's making us do more. But something unlocks in us when we go past the expected. So good on you. You know, ministers wear stoles, not as a fashion statement, although why not? But it's a reminder for us, and maybe for all y'all, that ministry is a mantle that we take on. And so for me, to put on a stole, particularly before we do this next portion, which is our labyrinth rite, is a reminder that there have been a long line of people before us. Whew, and cosmos willing, there will be a long line of people to follow us. And so I and we take on the mantle, the responsibility, the joy, the sorrow, the all of it, which feels particularly appropriate as we move into this rite. You've come here, whether in this space or online, bringing all you are. Hopes, fears, disappointments, grandchildren. Yeah, how about that, girlfriend? You want to go in this, Katie? Ooh, your nose, girlfriend.
Yep. Come on, let's get a tissue.
Ooh la la. And you wonder why I sound like this? Middle name is Petrie. We were having such a great sort of serious moment, weren't we? That was awesome. Thank you for the interruption. I love that. So acknowledging your whole self here, and that it's safe. It is safe to bring all that you are. So I invite you in a moment, as the music plays, should you wish, to go to one of our 2 table labyrinths. There's the one up front, and there's a smaller one in the back. And to place a stone or a shell on the labyrinth in honor of all that you bring, setting it down for, 53 more minutes, to be able to know that you are held. You are held in love. Now, for some of you, that doesn't, the coming forward or going to the other labyrinth doesn't feel particularly good for you. Then as you are seated, as you remain seated, be mindful. Look at the people who are moving and hold them in your heart. You can be the holders of the rim, the circle that makes it safe, that makes it loving and lovely for us to be together in this way. Move as you will. Oh, there. Thank you, Gregory. That's one of my favorite pieces. And so I place a final stone in recognition of our online community. Know that you are held in love in this very special place. Please sing with me. If you don't know this song, you'll know it by the second repetition. Before I call the children up to join me, I want to give you some context. Here they come. It's all right. I will still talk. Come on, y'all. You saw the box. It's good. It's good to have you here. Cool hat. I love that. Another cool hat. We need to have Cool Hat Day. Yes. Cool Hat Day. We'll figure out a day. We'll all wear our cool hats.
Write that down before we forget it.
That's right. It's already out of my head. Out of my head and into yours. Yep, find a spot, squeeze in. It's okay to go beyond the boundaries of the little rug. It's just not as comfy. There's room up here, or there's, look 'em all. Oh, man. If you had told me a year ago that this little rug would be overflowing, I would have said, oh, please, Cosmos, make it so. And look what happened. There we go. So I'm gonna tell the adults something first before we do this thing, okay? You good with that? All right. So here's some context for what Miss Katie and I are up to during the month of January. We're borrowing from the book, The Law of the Garbage Truck by David J. Polley. and we'll be offering guidance and some skill building about emotional dumping, whether we are the dumpers or the dumpies. Creating a beloved community takes thoughtful resilience and recognizing when we are unloading our anxiety on others, or if we are the unwitting receivers of another's life story. And wouldn't it be nice if we had learned these things when we were in kindergarten or graduate school or yesterday? Okay. So we do have a wonder box, and we have some friends in the wonder box. Not a dump truck, although I have one that will make an appearance later in the month. And we have friends.
Looks like we have a trash panda / raccoon, if you want to be proper about it.
And we have a pack rat who has a pack. How appropriate can that be? All right. So, whoopsie daisy. Miss Katie made us an awesome graphic for this.
So, pack rat, hey, my friend. It's been so long since I've seen you. I've traveled all around the world and I've seen so many things. And I have thoughts and feelings about it, but nobody wants to listen to them. Like, why do the roads in Buffalo not absorb all of the snow here? I stepped in 2 puddles today and my paws are still wet. Ugh.
You think you have complaints, Trash Panda? Listen to this. I stepped outside today and it was all ice. I fell right on my butt. It still hurts to sit down.
Ugh. I hurt myself the other day too. I went into a dumpster to get my lunch and I fell and I hurt my neck.
Whoa. Friends, it is getting very heavy in here. Are you sure that you are both in the space to hear each other and support one another right now? Not actually. This does feel like a lot.
You know, Pack Rat, I'm kind of scared that if I don't listen, then I'm not a very good friend to you, and I want to be a good friend.
Trash Panda, you're a great friend. I don't want you to feel like that. Maybe I should have asked if you were in the space to hear about these things. I think I'll find a trusted adult to talk to about this stuff.
I think that that's a great plan, y'all. You're good friends for listening to each other, and sometimes it's so hard to not tell our friends everything we want to say. Trash Panda knows. But it's also okay if we're not always able to listen. So, why don't we head to Faith Development and practice being good friends? Does that sound good, Trash Panda? Yay!
Woohoo! Woohoo! Wow! Yes, please.
All right.
All right, let's sing our children out.
Sammy, do you want to?
Pretty soon we're going to need to have 3 verses to that song. Get them all. Woo! Cosmos, listening. Okay. This is your moment. Tear your papers. And isn't this the cutest reminder with a little cat bursting through? All right. Oh, that is absolute music to my ears. Listen to all that ripping. We have complaints. And if you have suggestions for the Cosmos, I know the Cosmos is completely open to that. So you can add those too. So we're going to have two ushers coming through to gather up your complaints and suggestions and general life experience. So kind of give yourself a little wave, and they will come through. All right. What's that? You're supposed to write ahead of time. I know I didn't give you much time for writing because we did so many fabulous things before this that you might be going, oh no, and it's all right. Late entries will be accepted. All right, so there is a special box back there. So Rachel and Gabe, there's a cute box at the back, a little owl box that you can put them in. It's very cosmic. All right, I think we're good. All right. The gathering of the things. Oh, this is going to be great. The service will go till 2 o'clock. Did I forget to tell you that part? Here it comes. Boop, boop, boop. I know, I'm excited too. Look at that, it barely closes, it's so full. Thank you. Ooh, this is going to be good.
We already have an online, if you'd like to hear it.
You have some online ones?
Yes.
All right, hold on, because I have a poem to share, and then we'll let her go. So this poem is to set the stage for airing grievances and the transformative power of perspective. And we have a few competitive swimmers in our midst, so this is for y'all. This is called Because Even the Word Obstacle is an Obstacle. And it's from this anthology, Poetry of Presence. Try to love everything that gets in your way. The Chinese women in flowered bathing caps murmuring together in Mandarin, doing leg exercises in your lane, while you execute 36 furious laps, one for every item on your to-do list. The heavy-bellied man who goes thrashing through the water like a horse with a harpoon stuck in its side, whose breathless tsunamis rock you from your course. Teachers, all, learn to be small and swim through obstacles like a minnow, without grudges or memory. Dart toward your goal, sperm to egg, thinking obstacle is another obstacle. Try to love the teenage girl lounging idly against the ladder, showing off her new tattoo, Cette vie est la mienne. Apologies to French speakers. This life is mine, in thick blue-black letters on her ivory instep. Be glad she'll have to look at that all her life. And keep going, keep going. Swim by an uncle in the lane next to yours who is teaching his nephew how to hold his breath underwater, even though kids aren't allowed at this hour. Someday, years from now, this boy who is kicking and flailing in the exact spot you want to touch and turn will be a young man at a wedding on a boat, raising his champagne glass in a toast when a huge wave hits, washing everyone overboard. He'll come up coughing and spitting like he is now, but he'll come up like a cork, alive. So your moment of impatience must bow in service to a larger story. Because if something is in your way, it is going your way, the way of all things, toward darkness, toward light. Today we are opening the cosmic complaint box to air our grievances. Just a reminder, again, if I pick up one of those and it's and this church, Cosmos already knows, we don't need to air that. Alrighty. With gratitude to Miss Katie for finding me an awesome box. Please don't tell her I'm not giving it back. Okay. Ooh, this first one's a biggie. Take a deep breath. This complaint is for people who follow MAGA hate. Yeah. All right, everyone take a cosmic glass of scope and drink it. There you go. It's all we can do right now, right? All right. So many people have so much more than they need or want, and yet so many have so little to survive. It's tragic and unfair. How about an amen there, right? That is a big complaint. So the cosmic complaints are for a large part outside of our ability to control, right? But that's not all the way true. So we are airing the complaints. Some will be lighthearted, some will be maybe tragic. And we can take these not as extra burdens, oh yeah, that too, oh my goodness, but as, okay, think of it as added weights on your, that bar thing that people lift when they go to gyms. I don't even know what that is. Oh, another biggie, right? That people are not seen as equals, but treated by race, sexuality, economic status, and also that human and animal life is not honored. That's a big one. That makes me think about our principles and values, and how as Unitarian Universalists, our whole way of being is in an attempt to live those values of equity and justice and inherent worth and all of it, to live that out loud. You know, I was kidding earlier, well, I wasn't really kidding. I was noting earlier that the source of my congested voice might have been from one of the grandchildren who, yeah. Just a little person, so contagious. We can do that. Not with the virus, but we can be contagious. We just have to let people know that we exist and then live those values out loud. And aren't you glad I didn't put a place for your name on this? I think that added freedom. This complaint, failure by so many to share and ensure all have the basics, including justice, respect, and love. Ignoring the Constitution by so many, and failure to speak up by so many with power. Yeah. I love that in this one, considered in the basics, you know, I think of the basics as, all right, food, water, shelter, you know, the bottom line of Maslow's hierarchy. And yet, what's included here is more toward the top, including justice, respect, and love. It's not one or the other, right? They're meant They're meant to build on each other and to coexist. Maybe we have to start with the real basics, never losing sight of those grander, ooh, that makes it, I don't, more important, no, larger priorities of love and justice, equity, inherent worth. Complaint. Everything about that person, who shall remain nameless, it's like Voldemort. People who litter, people who tie their animals outdoor in inclement weather. Just go get the animal and take it home. No, that's not right. Loss of habitat due to overdevelopment, disregard for the environment, disregard for our fellow beings. Do you see that there's a thread? And I'm noticing that there's a not thread. There's not a whole bunch of me, my, why am I not getting mine? These cosmic complaints are sort of calling the cosmos to live up to their, blessing you, capacity. Come along, cosmos. Big stuff, justice, equity, caring. Why can't everyone just be kind and no more colds? There we go. I don't know where the cosmos lives, but okay. The shocking inhumanity of our government. Personal unwellness after years and years and years of physical and mental and other treatments. And that personal growth only seems to come through pain. That's exhausting. Yeah, that's a story that I think so many of us buy into. Maybe it's part of the Protestant work ethic, that we only get things through pain. Cosmos, we'd like a redo on that, please. Something kinder. Oops, getting wobbly again. Okay. All right, there were some in the almost cosmos up in the loft. Let's hear from y'all. I have a lot more.
I gotta find it.
Do you need me to give you a minute to find it?
No. For the nation and now world destabilized by 47's recklessness.
I mean, most of the things that we have received both online and in this box have been a plea for our government to get woke, right? I was going to say wake the heck up, only not quite so dignified. Oh. Now here's a thing, a suggestion to the cosmos, to create more patience and kindness with one another. Yes, I think the cosmos is open to our suggestions. I think that might have been the initial impulse for the concept of prayer. Not just to go, but hey, right? Parents and grandparents who don't practice loving kindness. Oh, ouch. That better not be someone's handwriting that I recognize. I'm sure it was not directed to me. Paying for another illegal war. Yeah, I had no idea when I said, we should do Cosmic Complaint on the first Sunday in January. We've made all the resolutions, so let's bring out complaints. I had no idea that there would be so much to complain about. new stuff. Humanity's inhumanity. Here's someone who's not where I want to be in my life path, struggling to make peace with that. A reminder that our complaints to the cosmos don't necessarily need to be like those earth-shattering things, but our personal circumstances, our life experience. Things that maybe if someone else looked at, they'd say, you're doing fine, but we're not. Those are worthy of complaint. Thank you for trusting that with us. A friend who is being hurt. Why do people hurt others? People too ready to be on one side or the other. I love this. Why do A- grades exist? It's either an A or a B. I love that. It's true, isn't it? Now I'm having a little moment with all those A- I received all the years. It's an A. Cosmos, I'm salty that you have no inherent meaning, but force our human brains to search for meaning and create meaning. It feels like a double bind created by a hoo-hoo parent. Ooh, if you do, and ooh, if you don't. Censoring here. Humans shouldn't be responsible for all meaning. Step up, Cosmos. Start carrying some of the load and make your meaning apparent. Mystery isn't really that great. And it ends, okay, thanks. There's a whole sermon there. I love that. It's so true, isn't it? We are conditioned. I'm not sure if that's the word I want. Probably epigenetically, big word, you're welcome, to have a concept of there being a force, a something above, beyond, that cares sometimes. Like, even if you weren't raised in a church-type setting, a religious setting, culturally, the stories, but yeah, I don't know where it stems from, but this idea that there is a something that cares, that wants the best for us, but that doesn't necessarily have to follow through with that. It's a really complicated thing that I think we've inherited. That is a whole sermon series. We'll get to that. I don't like the amount of violence in the cosmos. I'm disappointed in the sixth extinction. Oof. Disappointed in the lack of love at times. There's too much pain in this world. It's just too much greed and cruelty. Enough. I want the great wheel to turn back to belief in the oneness of all and have that be a shared vision for our world. Let's just bask in that for a moment. I don't know what that would look like, because I don't think we ever had it. At least not in, I don't know, tens of thousands of years or something. A worthy goal. Come on, Cosmos, step up. I wish that Katie and I could be heard better. I'm sorry about the laryngitis. I'm disappointed in myself for the strong need I have for impression management. I grieve the lost time in not being true to myself and others. Ouch. I can't imagine that there's anybody that doesn't occasionally feel that disappointment in themselves. You could rewrite that cosmos. Negativity in society. With someone as president, this person can't keep their resolution. The sun gives us everything we need to survive. It disappoints me that some religions say their idols are best, enough to kill others in the name of their God. Yeah. Ooh, this is the last one. Why do people feel as though being in a vehicle separates them from humanity? If you're a decent and kind person outside your car, be a decent and kind person inside your car. I think that laughter is self-recognition. I know it would be for me. I really need a megaphone. Thank you all for sharing your complaints, and that so many of them are similar. That doesn't surprise me. We're all living in the same space, experiencing all that is happening in our world in a way that our ancestors never experienced that, right? There was no such thing as 24-hour news. Yeah. So I want to wrap this up because this can be like, oh, why did we do this exercise? I'm so depressed. But we are not without agency here, and we are not without the capacity to help create change. So I want to wrap up with some words attributed to Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of the cosmos. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Can I get an amen? I am feeling really dizzy this moment. Kim Diana, would you mind just coming up and closing this out? Thank you. Just do all the things. I will, thank you. And we're going to recharge the clicker too.
Less usually it's just I'm being in charge of the clicker if I'm in. Hello, everyone. So our song in response is, one of my favorites from UU singer-songwriter Peter Mayer, Blue Boat Home. Thank you for choosing this one, Michelle. It's in the Teal Hymnal in 1064, but of course the words will be up here. So can we rise and sway and sing together? You may be seated. Just today, it reminded me what we have at UU Amherst is so special. These days, it can be hard to find a community of thoughtful and caring people, as we demonstrated, who are welcoming and inclusive. We hope that you found that here. If UU Amherst feels like a place for you, whether or not you have explored membership, we hope you will begin a practice of financial support. When you support UU Amherst, you support the values that are infused with love. You make it possible for us to have a caring and responsive staff. You keep the snow cleared, the lights on. You take your place in a line of people that began in 1954 and continue to this day, believing that we do not need to think alike to love alike, building a special place for seekers. Whether you give online, through automatic bank withdrawals, or randomly with the cash in your pocket, we are grateful. And we promise to use your gifts respectfully and thoughtfully to continue to be the place where questions are welcomed and children learn love and kindness. The offering will now be gratefully received. Thank you. We began our service with the lighting of the chalice, and now we will extinguish our chalice, not to quench the flame, but to return it to our individual hearts, strengthened by this time together, so that we can share our light in the world. Please join your voices with mine. We extinguish this flame, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we gather in our hearts until we are together again. As our service draws to an end, our service to the world is ready to begin. You'll find many opportunities for growth and service in your order of service and on our website. Everyone is invited to stay for coffee and conversation in the Emerson room, just through the double doors at the back of the chapel and in the lobby. There's reserved seating in the way back for families at the window end, kid-friendly areas. Next week's service deals with practicing resistance when it comes to fear. We know that fear is contagious. One small nudge can result in a stampede. The antidote to fear is compassion for ourselves and for others. At the end of the service, we will have a practice fire drill. Don't worry, we won't be going outside. We'll just be getting acquainted with all the exits, and we're going through the motions so we're ready should we ever need to evacuate the building in a hurry. So please plan to be here. It will just be a little part of the service. The safety, I'm going to now, this is not her words, I'm going to accept it. The safety committee has been working on planning this, and so we've got a team that's going to be working to help us just take a few minutes so that we're ready in the event of an emergency. There's still some blessing ornaments in the lobby. Some of these are from Christmas Eve, and some of these are from past years. Reverend Michelle and Les are so generous with these, so please take some to share. We can be blessings, and we can share them too. And so now, everyone, please rise in body or spirit as we sing our closing blessing. Don't forget to twinkle your eyes and share smiles with one another during the third verse. Remain standing afterwards for the benediction, which Reverend Michelle will do.
After a year that has held so much sorrow and pain, let us hold space for love and rekindle hope, peace, and joy into the hearts that are weary and lost. May 2026 offer you love, home, gratitude, and a little bit of magic. Go in peace.
How are you?